Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Cardinals are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Seahawks, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The play clock's running down. They'll keep it on the ground. Carter, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down. Pace. And some space here. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Let's go. No, check, Patrick.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Anthony Hitchens coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Garoppolo now on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Off the play fake. Pace. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Pace. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll run on first down. Carter, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, now, look at 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Detroit. No, check. Patriot. No, check. Patriot. Here we go.
On second down, Carter. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
All right, here we go. Over. Back to Leopard.
From the gun, Pace. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now, Barney. Now, let's go. Blue, landed. Over. Here we go. Leopard. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Blue, landed.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Now let's go. Leopard.
Looking to throw on second down. Pace. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Garoppolo looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. He may try and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Off play action. Pace. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And the young Bucks showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Pace is going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On first down, Carter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground. Carter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down. Carter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. the play fake. Pace. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. A good pickup there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. Green,
Back to throw. Pace. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing, leopard.
To throw on second down. Pace. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Blue, landing.
Looking to throw on second down. Pace under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pace. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. TJ Green with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pick up there, 26 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Let's go! Detroit!
Garoppolo. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Let's go!
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Pace. Over the middle, complete. That's Hicks. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll keep it on the ground. Carter, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on second down. Pace over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On first down, Carter. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Looking to throw on second down. Pace. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sean Robinson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go now. 319.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Green 39.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
to the air on second down. Pace. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Set. Blue landing. Over. All right, here we go. Blue landing. Detroit.
On 1st and 10. Pace. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Watch it. Over. Here we go now. 3-19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And some room to work. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust.